My son, you've had the misfortune to captivate Katisha.
She's misconstrued my customary affability into expressions of affection.
She claims you in marriage, and I order you to marry her within a week, or I forget the punishment. Oh, perish ignominiously on the scaffold.
But
the sun whose rays are all ablaze with ever-living glory, does not deny his majesty, he scorns to tell a story. He don't exclaim, I blush for shame, so kindly be indulgent. But fierce and bold in fiery gold, he glories all effulgent. I mean to rule the earth as he the sky. We really know our worth, the sun and I mean to rule the earth as he the sky. We really know our worth, the sun and I. A wandering minstrel I, a thing of shreds and patches, of ballad songs and snatches, and dreamy lullaby. My catalogue is long through every passion ranging, and to your humors changing, I tune my supple song. I tune my supple song. Are you in sentimental mood? I'll sigh with you. Do you brood? I'll do so too. Oh, sorrow. I'll charm your reading ears with songs of lovers' fears, while sympathetic tears my cheeks bedew. Oh, sorrow, sorrow. But if patriotic sentiment is wanted, I've patriotic ballads cut and dried. For where'er a country's banner may be planted, all other local banners are defied. Our warriors in serried ranks assemble, never quail or they conceal it if they do. And I shouldn't be surprised if nations tremble before the mighty troops of T.T. Pooh.
We shouldn't be surprised if nations tremble with alarm before the mighty troops of T.T. Pooh.
And if you call for a song of the sea, we'll heave the capstan round. With a yo-heave-ho, for the wind is free, her anchor's a trip and her helm's a lee. Hurrah for the homeward bound.
Yo-ho-heave-ho, hurrah for the homeward bound.
To lay aloft in a howling breeze may tickle a landsman's taste, but the happiest hour a sailor sees is when he's down at an inland town with his Nancy on his knees. Yo-ho! And his arm around her waist.
Then men will catch them all we know, in the seamless cloud. To the yo-heave-ho and the row-below, round the homeward bound. To the yo-heave-ho and the row-below.
A thing of shreds and patches, of ballad songs and snatches, and dreamy lullaby, and dreamy lullaby.
Gentlemen, I pray you tell me where a gentle maiden dwelleth named Yum Yum, the ward of Coco.
And what may be your business with Yum Yum?
A year ago, I saw Yum Yum. We loved each other at once, but she was betrothed to her guardian Coco, a cheap tailor, and I saw that my suit was hopeless. Judge of my delight when I heard a month ago that Coco had been condemned to death for flirting. I hurried back at once, hoping I should find Yum Yum at liberty.
It is true that Coco was condemned to death for flirting, but he was reprieved at the last moment and raised to the exalted rank of Lord High Executioner under the following remarkable circumstances. Our great Mikado, virtuous man, when he to rule our land began, resolved to try a plan whereby young men might best be steadied. So he decreed in words succinct that all who flirted, leered, or winked, unless connubially linked, should forthwith be beheaded, 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 should forthwith be beheaded. And I expect you'll all agree that he was right to so decree. And I am right, and you are right, and all is right as right can be.
You are right, and we are right, and all is right as right can be.
And all is right as right can be. Right as right can be. And so we straight let out on bail a convict from the county jail, whose head was next on some pretext condemned it to be mown off, and made him headsman, for we said, who's next to be decapitated cannot cut off another's head until he's cut his own off, his own off, his own off, until he's cut his own off. And we are right, I think you'll say, to argue in this kind of way. And I am right, and you are right, and all is right to lurally.
You are right, and we are right, and all is right to lurally.
And I am right, and you are right, and all is right.
Coco, the cheap tailor, Lord High Executioner of Titty-Poo. Why, that's the highest rank a citizen can attain.
It is.
That is Pooh-Bah.
Our logical Mikado, seeing no moral difference between the dignified judge who condemns a criminal to die and the industrious mechanic who carries out the sentence, has rolled the two offices into one, and every judge is now his own executioner.
But how good of you, a nobleman of the highest rank, to condescend to tell all this to me, a mere strolling minstrel.
Don't mention it. I am, in point of fact, a particularly haughty and exclusive person of pre-Adamite ancestral descent. You will understand this when I tell you that I can trace my ancestry back to a protoplasmal primordial atomic globule. Consequently, my family pride is something inconceivable. I can't help it. I was born sneering. But I struggle hard to overcome this defect. I mortify my pride continually. When all the great officers of state resigned in a body because they were too proud to serve under an ex-tailor, did I not unhesitatingly accept all their posts at once?
And the salaries attached to them?
Oh.
You did?
A poobah paid for his services. I, a salaried minion. But I do it. It revolts me, but I do it.
And it does you credit.
But I don't stop at that. I also retail state secrets at a very low figure. For instance...
Any information about Yum Yum?
Would come under the head of a state secret. Another insult, and I think a light one.
Taken from a county jail by a set of curious chances, liberated then on bail, on mail recognized and says, wafted by a favoring gale, as one sometimes is in trances, to a height that few can scale, save by long and weary dances, sure they never had a mail. Under such like circumstances, so adventurous a tale, which may rank with most romances, taken from a county jail by a set of curious chances, surely never had a mail, so adventurous a tale.
Devour, devour, to the Lord High Executioner. Devour, devour, to the noble Lord, to the noble Lord High Executioner. Bow down, bow down, to the Lord High Executioner. Devour, devour, to the noble Lord High Executioner.
Oh, Pooh-Bah, Pooh-Bah. It seems that the festivities in connection with my approaching marriage must last a week. Now, I should like to do the thing handsomely, and I want to consult you as to the amount I ought to spend upon them.
Certainly. In which of my capacities? As First Lord of the Treasury, Lord Chamberlain, Attorney General, Chancellor of the Exchequer, Privy Purse, or Private Secretary?
Suppose we say as private secretary.
Speaking as your private secretary, I should say that as the city will have to pay for it, don't stint yourself. Do it well.
Exactly. As the city will have to pay for it, that is your advice.
Of course, as Chancellor of the Exchequer, I am bound to see that due economy is observed.
Oh, but you said just now, don't stint yourself, do it well.
As private secretary.
And now you say that due economy must be observed.
As Chancellor of the Exchequer.
I see. Come over here where the Chancellor can't hear us. Now then, as my solicitor, how would you advise me to deal with this difficulty?
Oh, as your solicitor, I should have no hesitation in saying chance it.
Thanks, I will.
If it were not that as Lord Chief Justice, I am bound to see that the law isn't violated.
Now then, as First Lord of the Treasury,
Of course, as First Lord of the Treasury, I could propose a special vote that would cover all expenses. If it were not that as leader of the opposition, it would be my duty to resist it tooth and nail. Or, as Paymaster General, I could so cook the accounts that as Lord High Auditor I should never discover the fraud. But, as Archbishop of Titipu, it would be my duty to denounce my dishonesty and give myself into my own custody as First Commissioner of Police.
that's extremely awkward.
I don't say that all these distinguished people couldn't be squared.
The matter shall have my careful consideration.
School are we, proud as a schoolgirl well can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. Three little maids from school, everything is a source of fun. Nobody's safe for we care for none. Life is a joke, it's just begun. Three little maids from school, three little maids who all unwary come from the ladies' seminary. Three from seniors to Tulare. Three little maids from school, three little maids from school. One little maid is a bright young nun. Two little maids in attendance come. Three little maids is the total sum. Three little maids from school. From three little maids take one away. Two little maids remain and they won't have to wait very long, they say. Three little maids from school. Three little maids from school. Three little maids who are unwary come from the ladies' seminary. Three from genius to Tulare. Three little maids from school. Three little maids from school.
At last, my bride that is to be.
Oh, but you're not going to kiss me before all these people.
Well, that was the idea.
It seems odd, doesn't it? It's rather peculiar. Oh, I expect it's all right. Must have a beginning, you know. Well, of course, I know nothing about these things. But I've no objection, if it's usual.
Oh, it's quite usual, I think. Eh, Lord Chamberlain?
I have known it done.
Thank goodness that's over.
Nicky Poo.
And
I'm
I'm
so
so
glad.
I have
known
known
for
for
every
every
doesn't like
week.
I'm
She'd ever so much rather have got that right. And I come home good. And I'm not going back anymore.
I beg your pardon, but will you present me?
Oh, please, gentlemen, you can please.
One at a time, please.
If you please. Here's the gentleman who used to play so beautifully on the... On the Marine Parade.
Oh, sir, I have the misfortune to love your ward, Yum Yum. Oh, I know I deserve your anger.
Anger? Not a bit, my boy. Why, I love her myself. Charming little girl, isn't she? Pretty eyes, nice hair, taking little thing altogether. Very glad to hear my opinion backed by a competent authority. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Take him away.
Oh.
Yum Yum. Oh, at last we're alone. I've sought you night and day for 3 weeks with the belief that your guardian was beheaded. But now I find that you're about to be married to him this afternoon.
Yes.
But you do not love him?
No.
Oh, why don't you refuse him?
What good would that do? He is my guardian, and he wouldn't let me marry you. Besides, the wandering minstrel who plays a wind instrument outside tea houses is hardly a fitting husband for the ward of the Lord High Executioner.
Oh, but what if it should prove that after all I am no musician?
There. I was certain of it directly I heard you play.
Oh, but what if it should prove that I am the son of His Majesty the Mikado?
The son of the Mikado? But why is your Highness disguised? And what has your Highness done? And will your Highness promise never to do it again?
Well, some years ago, I had the misfortune to captivate Kadisha, an elderly lady of my father's court. My father ordered me to marry her within a week or perish on the scaffold. That night, I fled his court, and assuming the disguise of a second trombone, I joined the band in which you found me.
Were you not too cocoa-plighted, I would say in tender tone, loved one, let us be united, let us be each other's own. I would merge all rank and station, worldly sneers are not to us, and to mark my admiration, I would kiss you fondly thus. I would kiss you fondly thus.
But as I'm engaged to Coco, to embrace you thus con poco would distinctly be not Yuko, and for yet I should get to.
So in spite of all temptation, such a theme I'll not discuss, and on no consideration will I kiss you fondly thus. Will I kiss you fondly thus? Let me make it clear to you, this is what I'll never do. This, oh this, oh this, oh this, this is what I'll never, never do. This, oh this, oh this, oh this, this is what I'll never do.
You'll never do.
I'll never do.
You'll never do.
Oh this, this is what I'll never, never do.
I am the bearer of a letter from His Majesty the Mikado.
A letter from the Mikado. What in the world can he have to say to me? Here it is at last. I thought it would come sooner or later. The Mikado is struck by the fact that no executions have taken place in Titipu for a year. And it decrees that unless someone is beheaded within 1 month, the post of Lord High Executioner shall be abolished. And the city reduced to the rank of a village. There's no help for it. I shall have to execute somebody at once. The only question is, who shall it be?
Well, it seems unkind to say so, but as you're already under sentence of death for flirting, everything seems to point to you.
To me? Oh, what are you talking about? I can't execute myself.
Why not?
I don't see how a man can cut off his own head.
A man might try.
If he only succeeded in cutting it half off, that would be something.
No, pardon me, but there I am adamant.
I'm afraid that unless you can obtain a substitute...
A substitute? Nothing easier. Pooh-Bah, I appoint you Lord High Substitute.
I should be delighted. Such an appointment would realize my fondest dreams. But no, at any sacrifice, I must set bounds to my insatiable ambition.
I am so proud if I allowed my family pride to be my guide. I'd volunteer to quit this sphere instead of you in a minute or two. But family pride must be denied and set aside and mortified and mortified.
My brain, it teems with endless schemes, both good and new for Titipu. But if I flit the benefit that I diffuse, the town would lose. Now every man to aid his clan should plot and plan as best he can.
I heard one day a gentleman say the criminals who are cut in two can hardly feel the fatal steel, and so are slain without much pain. If this is true, it's jolly for you. Your cut is screwed to bid us adieu.
I am so proud.
My brain, it teems.
I heard one day a gentleman say pride to be my guide.
But if I flit the benefit that I diffuse, the town would lose. Now every man to aid his clan should plot and plan as best he can. And so, although I'm ready to go, yet recollect her disrespect did I neglect to thus effect this aim direct, so I object.
And so, although I wish to go, and greatly pine to brightly shine and take the line of a hero fine, with grief undine, I must decline.
And go and show both friend and foe how much you dare. I'm quite aware it's your affair, yet I declare I take your share, but I don't much care.
I object.
Your share, but I take your share, but I take your share, but
So I object.
To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock, in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a chippy chopper on a big black block. To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock, in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a chippy chopper on a big black block. A dull, dark dock, a lifelong lock, a short, sharp shock, a big black block. To sit in solemn silence in a pestilential prison and awaiting the sensation from a chippy chopper on a big black
This is simply appalling. Is this public gratitude? What are you going to do with that rope?
I'm about to terminate an unendurable existence.
Terminate your existence? Nonsense. What for?
Because you're going to marry the girl I adore.
Nonsense, sir. I won't permit it. I am a humane man, and if you attempt anything of the kind, I shall order your instant arrest. Come, sir, desist at once, or I summon my guard.
That's absurd. If you attempt to raise an alarm, I instantly perform the happy dispatch with this dagger.
No, don't do that. Why, this is horrible. You cold-blooded scoundrel. Are you aware that in taking your life, you're committing a crime? Committing a crime which... The substitute.
What's the matter?
Is it absolutely certain that you're resolved to die?
Absolute.
Will nothing shake your resolution?
Nothing.
Then if you really mean what you say, don't spoil yourself by committing suicide, but be beheaded handsomely at the hands of the public executioner.
I don't see how that would benefit me.
You don't. Observe. You'll have a month to live, and you'll live like a fighting cock at my expense. When the day comes, there'll be a grand public ceremonial. You will be the central figure. No one will attempt to deprive you of that distinction. There'll be a procession. Bands, dead march, bells tolling, all the girls in tears, Yum-Yum distracted. Then, when it's all over, general rejoicings and a display of fireworks in the evening. You won't see them, but they'll be there all the same.
Do you think Yum-Yum will really be distracted at my death?
I'm convinced of it. Bless you, she's the most tender-hearted little creature alive.
I should be sorry to cause her pain. Perhaps, after all, if I were to withdraw from Japan and travel in Europe for a couple of years, I might contrive to forget her.
Oh, I don't think you could forget Yum-Yum so easily. And after all, what is more miserable than a love-blighted life?
True.
Life without Yum-Yum. Why, it seems absurd.
And yet there are a great many people in the world who have to endure it.
Poor devils, yes. You're quite right not to be of their number.
I won't be of their number.
Noble fellow.
I'll tell you how we'll manage it. Let me marry Yum-Yum tomorrow, and in a month, you may behead me.
No. I draw the line at Yum-Yum.
Very good. If you can draw the line, so can I.
No, stop. Listen 1 moment. Be reasonable.
She'll be a widow in a month, and you can marry her then.
Yes, that's true, of course. I quite see that. But, dear me, my position during the next month will be most unpleasant. Most unpleasant.
Not half so unpleasant as my position at the end of it.
Yes, but, dear me, Oh, very well, I agree. After all, it's only putting off one's wedding for a month. But you won't prejudice her against me, will you? You see, I've educated her to be my wife. She's been taught to regard me as a wise and good man. Now, I shouldn't like her views on that point disturbed.
Trust me, she shall never learn the truth from me.
What you mean to do, we punctually appear.
Congratulate me, gentlemen. I found a volunteer.
The gentleman needs a quicker than the head.
'Tis Nanky-Poo.
Hey, Nanky-Poo.
I think he'll do.
Yes, he'll do.
He yields his life if I Yum-Yum surrender. Now I adore that girl with passion tender, and could not yield her with a ready will, or her a lot if I did not adorn myself with passion tenderer still, with passion tenderer still.
Ah, yes, he loves himself with passion tenderer still.
Take her, she's yours.
The threatened cloud has passed away, but though the night may come too soon,
Then let the throng of joy advance with loving song and merry dance. Let the throng of joy advance with loving song and merry dance. With loving song and merry dance. With loving song. And Zion shall be Zion shall be Zion. With all your lady, all your lady, Zion shall be
As in a month you've got to die, if Coco tells us true, to wear empty compliment, to cry, long life to Nanky Poo. But as 1 month you have to live as fellow citizen, this toast with 3 times 3 will give long life to you, long life to you, long life to you, till then.
Your revels cease. Assist me, all of you.
Who is this whose evil eyes blink light on our festivities?
I claim my perjured lover, Nanky Poo. Oh, fool to shun delights that never cloy.
Oh, live thy deadly work undone.
Come back, oh shallow fool, come back to joy.
Away, away, ill-fated one.
Ah, 'tis Katisha, the maid of whom I told you.
No, you shall not go. These arms shall thus enfold you. Away, nor prosecute your quest. From our intention well expressed, you cannot turn us. The state of your connubial views towards the person you accuse does not concern us. For he's going to marry young Yum. Your anger prevary, for all will be merry. I think you had better succumb and join our expressions of glee. On this subject I pray you be dumb. You'll find there are many who wait for a penny. The word for your guidance is mum. There's lots of good fish in the sea.
On this subject we pray you be dumb, dumb, dumb. We think you had better succumb, dumb, dumb. There are many who wait for a penny, who wait for a penny. There are some good fish in the sea. There are lots of good fish in the sea. There are lots of good fish in the sea. There are lots of good fish in the sea. The
Oh, faithless one, this insult you shall rue. In vain for mercy, on your knees you'll sue. I'll tear the mask from your disguising.
Now comes the blow.
Prepare yourselves for new surprising.
I'll foil my foe.
No minstrel he, despite bravado. Ha ha, I know. He is the son of your... In vain you interrupt with this tornado. He is the only son of your... I'll spoil your gay Mikado. He is the son of your... The son of your... Prepare for war, ye haughty lords, at once I'll go, Mikado. We do not heed their dismal song.
For joy reigns everywhere around.
We do not heed their dismal sound.
For joy reigns everywhere around.
The echoes of Bethlehem shall rise triumphant from the song.
Shall rise triumphant.
Whose rays are all ablaze with ever-living glory, does not deny his majesty, he scorns to tell a story. He don't exclaim, I blush for shame, so kindly be indulgent. But fierce and bold in fiery gold, he glories all effulgent. I mean to rule the earth as he the sky. We really know the sun and I mean to rule the earth as he the sky. We really know our worth, the sun and I. Yes. Everything seems to smile upon me. I'm to be married today to the man I love best. And I believe I'm the very happiest girl in Japan.
Well, dear, it can't be denied that the fact that your husband is to be beheaded in a month is in its way a drawback. It does seem to take the top off it, you know.
I don't know about that. It all depends.
At all events, he will find it a drawback.
Not necessarily, bless you. It all depends.
Oh, I think it very indelicate of you to refer to such a subject on such a day. If my married happiness is to be cut short, well, cut short in a month, can't you let me forget it?
Yum Yum. Yum Yum in tears and on her wedding morn.
They've been reminding me that in a month he ought to be beheaded.
A month? Why, what's a month? These divisions of time are purely arbitrary. Who says 24 hours make a day?
There's a popular impression to that effect.
Then we'll face it. We'll call each second a minute, each minute an hour, each hour a day, and each day a year. Oh, at that rate, we've about 30 years of married happiness before us.
Yes. How time flies when one is thoroughly enjoying oneself.
That's the way to look at it. Don't let's be downhearted. There's a silver lining to every cloud.
Joyous are we, give thee greeting, with a warmth so fleeting. Fickle moment, freely stay, fickle moment, freely stay. What more joys be hollow, pleasures come in sorrows follow. Though the tocsin sound their long, till the shadows fall over one and over all. Sing a merry madrigal, sing a merry madrigal, sing a merry madrigal.
Oh, go on. Don't mind me.
Oh, I'm afraid we're distressing you.
Never mind. I must get used to it. Only please do it by degrees. Begin by placing your arm around her waist. No. Not yet. Let me get used to that first.
Oh, wouldn't you like to retire? It must pay you to see us so affectionate together.
No. I must learn to bear it. Now oblige me by allowing her head to rest on your shoulder.
Like that?
I'm much obliged to you. Now, kiss her. Thank you. Thank you. It's simple torture.
Oh, come. Bear up. After all, it's only for a month.
No, it's no use deluding oneself with false hopes.
What do you mean?
My child, my poor child, my little bride that was to have been.
Was to have been?
You never can be mine.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm so glad.
I've just ascertained that by the Mikado's law, when a married man is beheaded, his wife is buried alive.
Buried alive?
Buried alive?
Buried alive. It's a most unpleasant death.
But whom did you get that from?
Oh, from Pooh Bah. He's my solicitor.
But he may be mistaken.
So I thought. So I consulted the Attorney General, the Lord Chief Justice, the Master of the Rolls, the Judge Ordinary, and the Lord Chancellor. They're all of the same opinion. Never knew such unanimity on a point of law in my life.
But stop a bit. This law has never been put in force.
Not yet. You see, flirting is the only crime punishable with decapitation. And married men never flirt.
Oh, I quite forgot that. Well, I suppose I may take it that my dream of happiness is at an end.
Darling.
Yes. Oh.
I don't want to appear selfish. And I love you with all my heart. It makes a difference, doesn't it? You see, burial alive, it's such a stuffy death.
I call it a beast of a death.
You see my difficulty, don't you?
Yes. And I see my own. If I insist on you carrying out your promise, I doom you to a hideous death. If I release you, you marry Coco at once.
Here's the howdy-do, if I marry you. When your time has come to perish, then the maiden whom you cherish must be slaughtered too. Here's the howdy-do, here's the howdy-do.
Here's a pretty mess. In a month or less, I must die without a wedding. Let the bitter tears I'm shedding witness my distress. Here's a pretty mess. Here's a pretty mess.
Here's a state of things. To her life she clings. Matrimonial devotion doesn't seem to suit her notion. Burial it brings. Here's a state of things. Here's a state of things.
With a passion that's intense, I worship and adore. But the laws of common sense we oughtn't to ignore. If what he says is true, 'tis death to marry you. Here's a pretty state of things. Here's a pretty howdy-do. Here's a pretty state of things. A pretty state of things.
Here's a howdy-do.
Here's a howdy.
Here's a howdy-do.
For if what they say is true, I cannot marry you. Here's a pretty state of things.
Here's a pretty howdy-do.
Here's the howdy-do, if I marry you. When your time has come to perish, then the maiden whom you cherish must be slaughtered too. Here's the howdy-do, here's the howdy-do.
Here's a pretty mess. In a month or less, I must die without a wedding. Let the bitter tears I'm shedding witness my distress. Here's a pretty mess. Here's a pretty mess.
Here's a state of things. To her life she clings. Matrimonial devotion doesn't seem to suit her notion. Burial it brings. Here's the state of things. Here's the state of things.
With a passion that's intense, I worship and adore. But the laws of common sense we oughtn't to ignore. If what they say is true, 'tis death to marry you. Here's a pretty state of things. Here's a pretty howdy-do. Here's a pretty state of things. A pretty state of things.
Here's the howdy-do.
Here's a howdy.
Here's a howdy-do.
For if what they say is true, I cannot marry you. Here's a pretty state of things.
Here's a pretty howdy-do.
Coco! Coco!
The Mikado and his suite are approaching the city and will be here in 10 minutes.
The Mikado? He's coming to see if his orders have been carried out.
Oh, I can't live without Yum Yum. This afternoon I perform the Happy Dispatch.
Now, look here, you know, this is getting serious. A bargain's a bargain. As a man of honor and a gentleman, you are bound to die ignominiously at the hands of the public executioner.
Very well, then. Behead me.
What? Now?
Certainly. At once.
Chop it off, Cuckoo. Chop it off.
I don't go about prepared to execute gentlemen at a moment's notice. Why, I never even killed a bluebottle.
Oh, come, my poor fellow. After all, if I don't mind, why should you? Remember, sooner or later it must be done.
Must it? I'm not so sure about that.
What do you mean?
Why should I kill you when making an affidavit that you've been executed will do just as well? Here are plenty of witnesses. The Lord Chief Justice, the Lord High Admiral, Commander-in-Chief, Secretary of State for the Home Department, First Lord of the Treasury, and the Chief Commissioner of Police.
Where are they?
There they are. They'll all swear to it, won't you?
Am I to understand that all of us high officers of state are required to perjure ourselves to ensure your safety?
Why not? You'll be grossly insulted, as usual.
Will the insult be cash down or at a date?
It will be a ready money transaction.
Oh, very good. Choose your fiction and I'll endorse it. Ha ha! Family pride. How do you like that, me buck?
But I tell you that life without Yum Yum...
Oh, Yum 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 Yum, bother Yum Yum. Take Yum Yum and marry Yum Yum. Only go away and never come back anymore. Yum Yum, are you particularly busy?
No.
Then go along with His Grace, the Archbishop of Titipu. He'll marry you at once.
But if I'm to be buried alive...
Don't ask any questions. Do as I tell you.
Oh, but one moment,
Not for worlds. If the Mikado finds you alive, I shall have the greatest difficulty in persuading him I've beheaded you.
Oh, well, now, wait a minute. You have no reason.
From every kind of man obedience I expect. I'm the Emperor of Japan.
And I'm his daughter-in-law elect. He'll marry his son, he's only got one, to his daughter-in-law elect.
My nature is love and light, my freedom from all defect.
Is insignificant quite compared with his daughter-in-law elect. Bow, bow to his daughter-in-law elect.
A more humane Mikado never did in Japan exist. To nobody's second, I'm certainly reckoned a true philanthropist. It is my very humane endeavor to make, to some extent, each evil liver a running river of harmless merriment. My object all sublime I shall achieve in time, to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner pant, unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
The advertising quack who wearies with tales of countless cures. His teeth, I've enacted, shall all be extracted by terrified amateurs.
Yes.
The music hall singer attends a series of masses and fugues and ops. By Bach interwoven with score of Beethoven, the classical Monday pops.
Yes.
The billiard sharp, whom anyone catches, his doom's extremely hard. He's made to dwell in a dungeon cell on a spot that's always barred. And there he plays extravagant matches in fitless finger stalls on a cloth until with a twisted cue and elliptical billiard balls.
Yes.
My object all sublime, I shall achieve in time to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner pant, unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
His object all sublime, he will achieve in time to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime. Make each prisoner pant, unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
I am honored in being permitted to welcome your majesty. I guess the object of your majesty's visit. Your wishes have been attended to. The execution has taken place.
Oh, you've had an execution, have you?
Yes. The coroner has just handed me his certificate.
I am the coroner.
At Titipu, in presence of the Lord Chancellor, Lord Chief Justice, Attorney General, Secretary of State for the Home Department, Lord Mayor, and groom of the second floor front.
They were all present, Your Majesty. I counted them myself.
A very good house. I wish I'd been in time for the performance.
A tough fellow he was, too, your majesty. A man of gigantic strength. His struggles were terrific. It was really a remarkable scene.
Describe it.
The criminal cried as he dropped him down in a state of wild alarm. With a frightful, frantic, fearful frown, I bared my big right arm. I seized him by his little pigtail, and on his knees fell he. As he squirmed and struggled and gurgled and guggled, I drew my snicker sneak. My snicker sneak. Oh, never shall I forget the cry or the shriek that shrieked he, as I gnashed my teeth when from its sheath I drew my snicker sneak.
We know him well, he cannot take untrue or groundless tales. He always tries to antagonize, and every time he fails.
He shivered and shook as he gave the sign for the stroke he didn't deserve. When all of a sudden his eye met mine, and it seemed to brace his nerve. For he nodded his head and kissed his hand, and he whistled and added he, as the saber true cut cleanly through his cervical vertebrae. His vertebrae. When a man's afraid, a beautiful maid is a cheering sight to see. And it's, oh, I'm glad that moment said was soothed by sight of me.
I'll tell the tale you can't just say with truth, it quite agrees. Her taste exact for fond respect amounts to a disease.
Now though you'd have said that head was dead, for its owner dead was he. It stood on its neck with a smile well bred, and bowed 3 times to me. It was none of your impudent offhand nods, but as humble as could be.
be, for it clearly knew the deference due to a man of pedigree. Of pedigree. And it's so I vow, this deathly bow was a touching sight to see. Though trunkless, yet it couldn't forget the deference due to me.
Before you, he speaks the truth, whenever he finds his place. And in his case, it all took place exactly as he says. Exactly, 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 exactly as he says.
All this is very interesting, and I should like to have seen it. We came about a totally different matter. A year ago, my son, the heir to the throne of Japan, bolted from our imperial court.
Indeed. Had he any reason to be dissatisfied with his position?
None whatever. On the contrary, I was going to marry him. And yet, he fled?
I am surprised that he should have fled from one so lovely.
Well, that's not true.
No.
He's now masquerading in this town, disguised as a second trombone.
Second trombone?
Yes. Would it be troubling you too much if I asked you to produce him? He goes by the name of
Nanki Poo.
Nanki Poo.
Nanki Poo. Oh, not at all. It's quite easy. That is, it's rather difficult. In point of fact, he's gone abroad.
Gone abroad?
See here, his name, Nanki Poo, beheaded this morning. Oh, where shall I find another? Where shall I find another?
Dear, 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 this is very tiresome. My poor fellow, in your anxiety to carry out my wishes, you beheaded the heir to the throne of Japan.
I beg to offer an unqualified apology.
I desire to associate myself with that expression of regret.
We really hadn't the least notion.
Of course you hadn't. How could you? If a man of exalted rank chooses to disguise himself as a second trombone, he must take the consequences. I've no doubt he thoroughly deserved all he got.
We are infinitely obliged to your majesty.
Much obliged, your majesty.
Very much obliged, your majesty.
Obliged? Not a bit. Don't mention it. How could you tell?
No, of course we couldn't tell who the gentleman really was.
It wasn't written on his forehead, you know.
It might have been on his pocket handkerchief. But Japanese don't use pocket handkerchiefs.
I forget the punishment for compassing the death of the heir apparent.
Punishment?
Yes. Something lingering with boiling oil in it, I fancy.
No.
Something of that sort. I think boiling oil occurs in it, but I'm not sure.
No.
And I know it's something humorous, but lingering. With either boiling oil or melted lead. Come, don't fret. I'm not a bit angry.
If your majesty will accept our assurance, we had no idea.
Of course.
I knew nothing about it.
I wasn't there.
Unfortunately, the fool of an act says compassing the death of the heir apparent.
Yes.
There's not a word in it about a mistake.
No.
Or not knowing.
No.
Or having no notion.
No.
Or not being there.
No.
There should be, of course.
Yes.
But there isn't.
Oh.
That's the slovenly way these acts are always drawn. Now, let's see about your execution. Would after luncheon suit you? Can you wait till then?
Oh, yes. Well, we can wait till then.
Very well, then. We'll make it tomorrow after luncheon.
I shan't want any lunch.
Well, And a nice mess you've got us into, with your nodding head and the deference due to a man of pedigree.
Merely corroborative detail intended to give artistic verisimilitude to an otherwise bald and unconvincing narrative.
Corroborative detail, indeed. Corroborative fiddlestick.
Oh, you're just as bad as he is, with your cock-and-a-bull story about catching his eye and whistling an air. But that's so like you. You must put in your oar.
But how about your big right arm?
Yes, and your snicker-snee.
Yeah, well, never mind about that now. There's only one thing to be done. Nanki Poo hasn't started yet. He must come to life again at once.
Nanki Poo! Nanki Poo! I'm a dead man and I'm off for my honeymoon.
Oh, wait.
Nanki Poo! I've good news for you. You're reprieved. Oh, but it's too late.
Nonsense. A terrible thing has just happened. It seems that you are the son of the Mikado.
Oh, but that happened some time ago.
Is this a time for airy persiflage? Your father is here and with Katisha.
My father? And with Katisha?
Yes, he wants you particularly.
Oh, so does she.
But he's married now.
Oh, bless me heart, what has that got to do with it?
Oh, Katisha claims me in marriage, but I'm married already. Consequently, she'll insist on my execution, and my wife will have to be buried alive.
I don't know what's to be done.
There's one chance for you. If you can persuade Katisha to marry you... Oh, but wait! I can then come to life without any fear of being put to death.
I marry Katisha?
I really think it's the only course.
But my good girl, have you seen her? She's something appalling.
Well, it comes to this. While Katisha is single, I prefer to be a disembodied spirit. When Katisha is married, existence will be as welcome as the flowers in spring. The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, breathe promise of merry sunshine. As we merrily dance and we sing, tra-la, we welcome the hope that they bring, tra-la, of a summer of roses and wine, of a summer of roses and wine. And that's what we mean when we say that a thing is welcome as flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, the flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
The flowers that bloom in the spring have nothing to do with the case, for I've got to take under my wing a most unattractive old thing, with a caricature of a face, with a caricature of a face. And that's what I mean when I say or I sing. Oh, bother the flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, oh, bother the flowers of spring, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
The flowers that bloom in the spring
have nothing to do with the case, for I've got to take under my wing
a most unattractive old thing,
with a caricature of a face,
with a caricature of a face.
And that's what I mean when I say or I sing. Oh, bother the flowers that bloom in the spring.
Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
Oh, bother the flowers of spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Katisha.
The miscreant who robbed me of my love. But vengeance pursues.
They are heating the cauldron.
Katisha, behold a suppliant at your feet. Katisha, mercy.
Mercy?
Oops.
Had you mercy on him, you have slain my love. Well, he is dead, and where shall I find another? It takes years to train a man to love me. Where shall I find another? Here. Here. What?
Katisha, for years I have loved you with a white-hot passion which is slowly but surely consuming my very vitals. Ah, shrink not from me. Katisha, I dare not hope for your love, but I will not live without it. Darling!
You whose hands still reek with the blood of my betrothed, dare to address words of passion to the woman you have so foully wronged.
I do. Accept my love, or I perish on the spot.
Do to! Who knows so well as I that no one ever yet died of a broken heart?
You know not what you say. Listen. On a tree by a river, a little tom-tit sang willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. And I said to him, Dicky bird, why do you sit singing willow, tit, willow, tit, willow? Is it weakness of intellect, birdie, I cried, or a rather tough worm in your little inside? With a shake of his poor little head, he replied, oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. He slapped at his chest as he sat on that bough, singing willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. And a cold perspiration bespangled his brow. Oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. He sobbed and he sighed, and a gurgle he gave. Then he plunged himself into the billowy wave, while an echo arose o'er the suicide's grave. Oh, tit, willow, tit, willow. Now I feel just as sure as I'm sure that my name isn't Willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. That 'twas blighted affection that made him exclaim, oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. And if you remain callous and obdurate, I shall perish as he did, and you will know why. Though I probably shall not exclaim as I die. Oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow.
Go!
Now then, we've had a capital lunch and we're quite ready. Have all the painful preparations been made?
Your Majesty, all is prepared.
Then produce the unfortunate gentleman and his two well-meaning but misguided accomplices.
Mercy for Coco, mercy for Pretty Sing, mercy even for Pooh-Bah.
I beg your pardon. I don't think I quite caught that remark. Mercy even for Pooh-Bah.
My husband, the was to have been, is dead, and I have just married this miserable object.
Oh, you've not been long about it.
No, we were married before the registrar.
I am the registrar.
I see. But my difficulty is that as you have slain the heir apparent...
Hey! Hey! Halt!
The heir apparent is not slain.
Bless my heart, my son!
And your daughter-in-law elected.
Traitor! You have deceived me!
Yes, you are entitled to a little explanation, but I think he'll give it better whole than in pieces.
Your Majesty, it's quite true that I stated that I had killed Nanky Poo.
Yes, with most affecting particular.
It's like this, Your Majesty. When Your Majesty says let a thing be done, that thing is as good as done. Practically it is done, because Your Majesty's will is law. Your Majesty says kill a gentleman. Well, a gentleman is told off to be killed. Consequently, that gentleman is as good as dead. Practically, he is dead. Well, if he is dead, why not say so?
I see. Nothing could possibly be more satisfactory.